Have you been feeling unusually tired or moody? Or maybe you're struggling from weight issues or skin problems or gut disturbances. These are all signs and symptoms that your hormones are out of balance. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the best natural way of rebalancing your hormones. So let's get started. But before we move forward, I would like you to take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel so you keep on getting this great information in the future also. There are several hormones that our body needs to function properly. And when these hormones are out of balance, that affects the quality of life. The major hormones that play a role in our healthy well-being is the first hormone is thyroid hormone. Each and every part of our body needs thyroid hormone. Without the thyroid hormone in our body, we would not be even living. So that's the most important hormone. The second hormone over here is insulin hormone because that helps to regulate our blood sugars. The third category of hormones are sex hormones, like especially estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. And the last category of hormone is the adrenal hormones, which is the cortisol hormone. These are the steroid hormones, which are responsible for energy as well as our mood. So you see, there are so many hormones which play an important role. And most of the females, when they're going through their middle ages, then they have these hormones out of sync. And that is responsible for several different kinds of symptoms that are already mentioned. So now let's talk about the best natural way, how you can bring all of these hormones in sync one more time. So the very first thing that you can do to bring your hormones back into balance is to follow a proper diet. Food plays very important role in rebalancing your hormones. So let's talk about the diet that is going to help you to rebalance your hormones. The very first thing you need in your diet is high quality protein in your diet. The reason you need the right quantity and high quality protein is that protein will give you essential amino acids. These essential amino acids play a very important role in regulating the peptide hormones. These peptide hormones especially regulate your energy, they regulate your growth potential, they also regulate how you process stress, as well as they also regulate your sex hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. So that's the reason it is very important that you eat a high protein, good quality protein diet. In that aspects, if you're eating animal products, then you can eat chicken, fish, and turkeys, which are good quality protein sources, as well as organic grass-fed beef also. If you're a vegan or a vegetarian, then you have to rely on either nuts and seeds like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, or you have to rely on beans or lentils to get you the right quality protein. Make sure the very first meal, which is your breakfast, contains all of the high quality proteins because that's the time when your body is start producing the right hormones for you. The next food you need to include in your diet is good quality fats. Yes, fats are really very important because essential fatty acids are responsible for production of all of your steroid hormones like cortisols as well as production of your estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. So that's the reason you need to eat a high quality good fat diet. Also, these good fats are high in omega-3 fatty acids and they reduce inflammation in your body, which again in turn helps the production of your hormones as well as functioning of these hormones gets improved also when there is low inflammation in your body. So make sure you're including good fats like avocados, like olive oil, like coconut oil, as well as good quality nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts. Now, the next thing you need to do is that you need to remove these two specific foods because these two specific foods are the major reason of hormonal imbalances in females. The first food in this category is dairy. Dairy has shown in several research studies that it can cause imbalance in your female hormones. There was a research study which also showed that females who are consuming high amounts of dairy have low reproductive chances and low reproductive hormones. The reason dairy is bad is that a majority of the dairy which is being produced currently world over contains a lot of antibiotics as well as contains a lot of hormones. The livestock which is producing dairy for you is given high amounts of hormones as well as high amount of antibiotics in their feed to increase the production. But in turn, all of this hormone and antibiotics goes to the dairy and into your body when you're consuming it, and that causes hormonal imbalances. The second reason is that dairy is very inflammatory to your body and destroys your gut. And the gut destruction leads to inflammation in the body and again causes hormonal imbalances. So, very important that you completely eliminate dairy from your food, which includes milk as well as yogurt. Any other dairy products like cheese also needs to be eliminated. The second food in this category that needs to be eliminated is sugar. Yes, sugar is another hormone disruptor. Sugar specifically destroys your gut, and by destruction of your gut affects the production as well as functioning of various hormones in the body. Sugar also causes insulin resistance, and insulin resistance affects your thyroid hormone levels as well as your cortisol hormone levels. So that's the reason it is very important to eliminate sugar from your diet completely. Next category of food that you need to include on the regular basis is food that supports the gut health. Yes, gut health is very important for your hormones. The reason being, a lot of hormones are being produced in your gut. You have trillions of bacteria that lives in the gut, which are called probiotics. Research shows that the quality of this gut bacteria also regulates the hormonal production in your body. This gut bacteria produces short chain fatty acids, and these fatty acids regulates the production of your hormones and also their functioning. So you need to include fermented foods, but they should be dairy free. So you can have dairy free yogurt, or you can have kombuchas, or you can have fermented vegetables, or you can have sauerkraut or kimchi. These are all great fermented foods that you need to include on the regular basis. In this category, you also need to include non-starchy vegetables, because non-starchy vegetables are high in fiber. They are also going to support this good gut microbiome, and that's the reason they are also going to support your gut health. So this is the diet that you need to follow that is going to help you to regulate your hormones. But diet alone is not going to help you regulate your hormones. So the next two steps are also very important. So the next step over here is proper sleep. It has been shown in research studies that poor sleep causes imbalance in your insulin as well as cortisol hormones. So that's the reason sleep is very important. Sleep is a time when your body is rejuvenating as well as recalibrating, and that is the time body is preparing for the next day by creating the resources for your hormonal production. And most of us are not getting enough sleep, as well as our quality of sleep is also disrupted. So it is not only important to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep on the daily basis, but it is also important to get good quality sleep. So that's the reason, please prioritize your sleep. Go early to bed. Again, the research shows that most of the hormonal production that is happening in our body is happening between 11 p.m. in the night till 3 a.m. in the morning. And if you're sleeping late in the night, we are missing this window of proper hormonal production. So that's the reason, prioritize your sleep, sleep early, get enough sleep of 7 to 8 hours and good quality sleep. The last thing you need to work on is stress management techniques. Stress causes a dysfunction in your cortisol hormones. Stress also disrupts your thyroid hormone. And these two main hormones are the reason of all the symptoms that you're experiencing because of hormonal imbalances. So try to cultivate a de-stressing routine, which can be as simple as 10 to 15 minutes of deep breathing exercises or meditation, or even any other relaxation activity that you can do. That 10 to 15 minutes will be enough to rebalance your hormones. So now you see, if you follow all of these things, this will help you to rebalance your hormones on the regular basis. I hope you like this video. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.